Aha!
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh.
there is another voice here with me. Today we are working on a very legendary truck, PiNKY, and I thought it would be appropriate to welcome JEM back to the show. Hello, JEM.
Hello.
Hello. This truck belongs to you.
This is my truck. Yes, it is.
You have had this truck a very long time.
How many years do you think?
I'm going to say 5.
Oh, I knew you were going to say 5.
An estimate of 5. It was shortly after the Axial SCX-10 came out, and I was trailing, if you remember, and at the time I was doing it by myself, on my own.
Correct.
In fact, trailing hadn't even become very popular. None of my friends were doing it, but I needed a partner. But you didn't have a truck.
Nope.
Why don't you tell them how the story goes of how PiNKY came into your possession?
So sure, I'd love to. The summary story is I came home from a long day of working and this lovely gentleman here presented me with a box and told me to close my eyes. And ladies, for you out there, if you're offered a box from your husband and told to close your eyes, it can really go either way. So I opened this box up and here is this beautiful box of this SCX-10. It's green SCX-10.
Yeah, when it came only in drab olive green.
Olive green, yeah. So I thought, this is awesome.
Yeah, she gave me that one eyebrow lift. Hey, oh, this is great, honey. It's like
Thank you, Homer.
The bowling ball with Homer's name on it.
That's awesome. And then he said, you know what? We're not done here. And he told me to close my eyes again, and then I did, and lo and behold, there was a clean body there that was pink. Or
her favorite color was pink.
these would come along the roads.
Yeah,
but this was first, and
it was just the pink body, and it did have the cage. It did have the silver back on it there.
Yeah, and look at that original RC Spark sticker. If we may just point that out for a bit.
Back in the day, check that out. That's the original RC Spark sticker. It's kind of shadowy, I guess, eh? But
yeah, but it's an awesome sticker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still there.
After all these years.
We've taken it out to different countries. We've taken it out on several trail runs
Mountain runs, lake runs, river runs.
That's right. This is the truck that broke the beast servo. Remember when we hopped up that great little hill and then I
believe I was a brunette with a little bit of a reddish tone. Yes, I do remember.
Correct. That. Yeah, and then you just nailed my truck and it just kind of flipped back. Remember that?
It happened.
Just broke the servo.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, I do. It was actually fantastic. I wrote it in my diary. Best day diary. Aromatic servo.
Ooh, that was my own fault. You know why that happened? Is because over time we've kept your truck so light and close to stock form, except for the broken tire.
Well, ignore that part, but it is quite light.
It's very light.
Yeah.
And that's one of the secrets, because back in the day, I thought it was more beneficial to have a heavy truck.
In some circumstances, it is.
Yes, when you're doing a pull, like when you're pulling the judge or in some competition. But in that circumstance where I flipped down the hill and broke the servo, it was because of the extreme weight. And you were able to get up the hill much easier because it was light.
I gotta tell you guys, I love this light truck. I've driven Medic's trucks, all of them, I believe. And she's still my favorite. Sometimes I'll guest spot her and I'll let others drive her, and they always comment how fast she is, how light she is, and she's a great ride. And look at this.
That's what she said. Wow. Is that appropriate? You know what? I gotta say, though, PiNKY has seen better days.
Well, if the logo on the back is any indication of how old she is, I mean, some things fade away.
There's the old logo on the side, too.
Dude, I'm lucky I've got so many.
It was a shield with wings and then RC Sparks. It's because I wanted to represent, the whole gamut of RC at that time. And when I first got your truck and we started going out trailing together, there were so many benefits I noticed that happened with us, apart from learning how to communicate better, because I was trying to, do films, and you were helping me back in the day out.
Yeah, just us two.
My camera girl, that's right, just us two. And me with a vision, one of the things that I learned was to start listening to other people's ideas, because I had a very clear focus of what I was doing. And
the focus is great, by the way. This is a great focus.
Yeah, well, yeah. But with you coming with your ideas and saying, hey, maybe we should shoot it this way, or you would shoot it differently, even though I remember protesting at the time, it was an amazing step forward for me in learning that there was other ideas out there as well. So it helped us communicate.
Taught us how to do this.
Boom.
And
So I know you like to drive your truck like you stole it.
Dude,
You are-
that is let's stop for a second. That is a great description of how I like to drive. So it is my GTA. I don't play GTA.
This is your Grand Theft Auto.
my Grand Theft Auto.
This is your real life 3D video game that's alive.
I just don't have all the other accessories.
I have to ask, do you even remember why this is broken?
Oh, dude, I gotta tell you, it's probably I was driving like a maniac and
Forward,
just going
backward,
balls to the
forward,
walls.
backward. Oh, broke it off. But this isn't your fault. The reason why this has
I love it
happened
when it's not my fault.
is even though the truck is dirty, yes, but we have all upgraded
Don't
parts.
look at that part.
Upgraded steel drive shaft or spur gear. Drive shafts are MIPs,
Nice.
which are straight through. Are these MIPs? I believe so.
Needs a good cleaning. You're right.
Yeah, she's a little rusty in the ball joints.
How are rusty ball joints? Like, are those gonna still perform the way you want them
Look
to?
at that. It still spins. No noise, no squeaks because we did put marine grease through
Right,
here.
I do remember that.
Did do the waterproof steel gears in the transmission. The problem is that with these high clearance steering rods that you have, it really gave you a nice degree of steering.
Yeah.
I didn't change the C-hub on the inside. Okay?
Ooh.
The C-hub was still plastic. Now, there's a reason why. It's because if it's all, normally in powerful machines, if it's all steel, it's going to break at the next plastic point.
That's good to know.
Right?
Okay.
Or it's going to, if you got crappy aluminum, it's just going to bend and flex like that.
Then that's what happened here, guys.
Yeah, this is a new steering link. I've got to get you a new one. So this actually broke off and twisted from the torque.
How fast was that going?
No, not fast, but it was definitely something that had some torque to it, right? A bit of twist. So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to switch out the C-hubs here. We're still going to keep these the steering knuckles.
Okay.
We're going to switch out the C-hub that they attach to, and we're going to remove this area here.
So we're just gonna keep, just so I'm clear, we're gonna keep this all part here and then just move. Sounds all great.
How about I show you?
That sounds awesome.
So these are 3 envelopes I've ordered for you from eBay. Okay.
Thank you, by the way.
They all have our address on them, so I'll get you to slice them this way.
Okay, you have the knife there, sir.
Here's your knife.
Thank
There
you.
go. These are some upgrade parts I think PiNKY is definitely deserving of.
Well, I agree with you.
You agree with me. She always agrees with me. Something new? Yes, please.
Don't mind if I do, sir.
Okay, so eBay, the plethora of parts that are out there.
Guys, this is amazing. You thought I was going to say awesome, but I said amazing.
Screwed you up.
Look at these.
Nice and pretty.
Oh, these are like earrings. My girlfriend Crystal would love these earrings. I can't wear earrings, so
Just
she
a
can
couple
have
of hoops. Why can't you wear earrings?
I'm allergic to every type of earring. Even people will comment saying, try gold. Yeah, I've tried it. Thank you. It doesn't work.
No metal in the ears.
No metal in the ears.
That's okay. That's all right.
Like Transformer heads. Optimus Prime.
They do look like little helmets, eh? Little faces on there. It is going to transform. This is going to transform this girl into something even more pretty and a little bit more branded for you, PiNKY
Bling,
and
bling,
JEM.
bling, bling.
Bling bling. Okay, so this is the part that actually broke, okay? This is an SCX 019 alloy front C-hub, 1 pair. Let's have a look at them. C-hub basically attaches to your axle housing.
Okay.
See how light that is?
Ooh. Oh, that is nice and light.
Yeah. So we want to keep the theme of PiNKY light, but we also want to have the bling shining brightly out on the trail, yeah?
Mickey Mouse ears might also. That's great. It's awesome.
Okay, cross wrench.
Okay.
Nurse.
Cross wrench.
Thank you. Just going to back off the wheel nut here. These rims are Vanquish products. I got them years ago.
And they are the last pair from what I remember.
Not only the last pair, it was the bead locks were the pink bead locks. And we had pink and gold, and they don't make pink anymore. So I made sure to get the last set in. Those are totally aluminum,
out.
and tricked them with gold on the back.
As every Good man should.
You know how it goes. A good man takes care of his woman. These are the Vanquish adapters for the 12 mil hex that come out and give you a bit of a wider wheelbase.
Which is helpful in a lot of back roads.
And on side hilling. Yes, I see. You actually have a sealed tire, dear. I went in there and sealed it with air, so that's why you have flex. There's no foam in there, and there's no way for water to get in there.
I love it.
So it remains light, and you have lots of traction over rocks.
Combined with the speed, it's great. It's got me out of a lot of sticky situations.
It certainly has.
Yeah.
Obviously, not one that prevented you from breaking the C-hub, though. Yeah. Let me use the tire. I like to use the tire to prop it up.
Good tip.
See? So, cross wrench is good. It looks like I'm going to need this driver, please.
There you are, sir.
We'll take it on the inside. That's also what she said.
Okay. Woo!
What?
That's great.
There we go. Just removing 1, 2. This is going to be replaced with the C-hub that we're using right now.
Okay.
I'm just going to slide this. Let's take the axle out. Looks like you damaged the axle, the dog bone here. You can see where the pin is actually come out. Dun, dun, dun. So I can actually press that back into place. Okay. Channel locks are red handled in there, like a wrench. Yep, those are them. A little bit overkill. We're used to that here at the studio. And I'm just going to try to pinch it. Oh, you know what? Nice. Look at that. It just moves by itself. Well, we'll drop some JB Weld on there. In fact, we'll even use a little bit of CalRC's motor cleaner.
You know how many jars of this are around our house right now?
Yeah, we've used quite a bit of that over the years.
Yeah, thank you, CalRC.
Yeah, they have good products. Just going to try and clean up that bearing. You can see that it's automatically starting to clean off the dirt and the grease. Let's give it a quick wipe here. Look at all that filth.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, filthy. But you take it through one mud puddle. And obviously the marine grease has worn out over time. There's none left on here.
Do some more of that?
Well, I'm actually going to be replacing your axles coming up here.
Okay.
With the ones I have on the Beast, because I have heavy duty pinions.
Okay.
And the differentials in there, which means with your forward and back movement all the time on the trails, it won't wear it out, and we won't have a power failure on the drive line.
Great.
Okay, so it also looks clear. Good. Here's the broken piece. You can see it would be like that. Yeah.
Gnarly.
So left L I see is marked on there. This one I assume has an R.
Nice.
It does. Good. So on the R side, just going to simply slide this. I wonder if the R goes up or down. I'm going to assume up. It doesn't come with any instructions.
But the holes line all up, so I think
Pop
it looks
up like
good.
that. That's pretty trick. That looks nice.
That looks great.
And just for giggles, before I open this up, because I know we only have a limited time for today's video, our boy is sleeping right now. Shh. Yeah, baby Mac is sleeping. We're close to the audio monitor. Yeah. And we wanted to squeeze a little bit of time in here with JEM, because we know we have lots of fans of JEM.
Hello, fans.
Yeah. And they wanted to see you come back, so I'm glad you made the time today.
Yeah, you bet. I wouldn't miss it.
Thank you.
Well, especially because I like PiNKY to be up and running.
Oh, for sure. It's so hard to get out on the trail right now because we have Mac.
And we're figuring out how to put him on the trail.
Yeah, and he's not quite old enough to carry any radio control or to have any feasibility. You know, it's kind of tough out on there with a young baby that's just turned 1.
Just turned 1.
Did you guys see his birthday video where he attacked the chocolate cake? That was a fun one.
That was a fun one.
Did that back on October 26th of 2014. I'm just removing the broken pieces of the old C-hub here, babe. Nice. Yeah, getting rid of these two. Looks like I was missing a collar. I was.
There's a garbage piece.
Yeah, and here's the other garbage piece, broken. Okay, now we might as well do the other side at the same time, but I'll take these 2 screws, just quickly replace them.
And there's the other one, Doctor.
That's how easy it is to switch out a C-hub.
And we'll leave the tire off for right now, I'm assuming?
Just for now.
Okay.
Because I need to hook up this steering horn still, but I want to get in there and clean it out and make sure that it's well lubricated.
Right. Perfect.
So other side.
Okay.
Well, in fact, while we're doing this one side, because they just need to see how to do one side, that's all we can do the back as well. These are
Just play this twice to get both tires.
these are the rear knuckles
Rear knuckles. Okay.
for the back.
Perfect.
Really simple, really straightforward. Go ahead, yeah, twist it off there. I'll work on the other side. See if I can get this steering
Hi,
arm
can I
off.
just get you to start this a little bit?
Yeah, no problem, no problem. I turn them on quite tight.
Yeah.
Channel locks. Looks like I can't do it either. No wonder. Here, Mama, you do it. Right at the top like this, so you get a grip on both sides. I'll hold the tire for you, and you're going actually that way.
I knew that.
Yeah, there you go. You started it.
Thank you.
Beauty.
Working together as a team.
Well, it's a family thing, right?
It is a family sport.
As well. Well, in our case, it is. Some good time to spend together.
It's pretty awesome hobby.
No, well, that's one of the things I've noticed the most is that people get out off the couch, out with their friends, out with their family, and they're always having a good time. That's what I love about the hobby.
Agreed. It is a good time.
It is. Good. Mounting it up on the back. So it looks like we're going to have to take off this adapter. There we go.
Okay.
Piece of cake. And we haven't cleaned it out since the last time we were in the water.
Okay.
So there is a drive pin right
I
here.
see it. Can I pull it out?
I would pull it out with some pliers.
Okay.
And put it back in the hex adapter you have here.
Okay.
Just so you don't lose it.
Nope. I understand.
There you go. Don't pinch yourself. There. Perfect. Right in there. Also take those needle nose while you're there and just try to get the crud out from around the bearing. And we'll give it a quick lube from the outside. No, just poke it in right in there. Yeah.
Like that?
Kinda, yeah. If you actually, here, let me show you.
Yeah.
So if you take these needle nose, and the reason they're so pointy and long is so you can just get right in there and just grab like a hairball out of the shower.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Ew, I wasn't expecting that. I mean, that sounds looks great.
Okay, so again, we can use some of the Cow RC motor degreaser. Let's just shoot it right in the bearing. Oh, whoa, whoa.
Sorry.
Yeah, controlled. There we go. Hands out of the way of the camera so they can see. And there we are.
Perfect.
Okay, so next I'm going to need a proper driver for that. So let me see. It looks like it's a Phillips. I'm going to use a ludicrous sized one so I don't get my hands in the way of the camera. There
Good
we
thinking.
are. We'll remove
Nice.
there.
Okay.
And one on that side, darling, if you could just give that a twist. Yep, to the other side, left to loosen.
I know. Why am I forgetting?
You know what? Everybody on camera, it's not as easy as it looks, that's for sure.
Save that.
So we'll remove this outer lock. Come on. I know I'm all hands right now, but it's just the way it's got to be.
That's what RC's about, I guess. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
No,
dirty.
that's just, yeah, and that's just dirt and stuff that we haven't used PiNKY since when we went out and I was with the blue Jeep and it just sank in the ice. You remember we're out with the boy, that was our
Yeah,
last time
yes.
we took our boy out to McLean Creek.
Right.
So it was still water and ice.
And I had rubber boots on. I
You
remember.
did have rubber boots on. Thank goodness you rescued my truck because you
did.
had rubber boots on. All right, so what I'm going to do is just because we're here, I'll give that a quick shot of degreaser around the bearing again. Okay, not a big deal. Cleaning.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm also going to give that a quick shot of liquid lube because I can feel, look at all the dirt
Oh my
coming out of
gosh.
there. I'll have to, well, since we're switching out the axles,
Yeah.
I'll do a rebuild of these, but I do have new axles to go on here for you. I'll just switch these off when we do that next week.
Sounds great.
Also, the bearing, you can hear it. Okay, that's
Gotcha.
a bad bearing. Guys, if you're running your truck, now I would still run this.
Yeah.
I would just shoot some liquid wrench in there myself. It's a penetrating oil. So it's going to get in there. No, it's not going to rescue the bearing. No, it's not going to last forever. But you
It
can
just
hear it
gives it-
starting to
yeah.
loosen up a little bit.
Nice.
And now it's much better.
Yeah.
But this oil isn't going to last forever, especially if
It's
you're
a quick
going
fix.
back in the water. Yeah, obviously I didn't put enough marine grease in this to begin with, and I haven't done it in a while. So shame on me for not doing the proper maintenance, but
Well,
now we can
that's
hear.
what we're doing now.
Getting better and better. Plus I have new bearings.
Great.
So with that, we'll open up this back one.
Perfect.
Just cut away from myself. What do you think of that?
She's so pretty.
Not bad, hey?
Very nice.
Oh, so we have a delivery.
We do have a
Will
delivery.
you grab that for me,
I
darling?
will for sure.
Thank you. All right, so we'll put these on.
Okay.
Since we've removed this, and because I only have this one bearing with me right now, we'll have to use it, unfortunately. Let's see if I move it on the inside, just like so.
Okay.
But I will switch it out when we do the axles next week. Now, let me see here. Just kind of twisting that axle back into space. There we go.
Gotcha. Finding the sweet spot.
Well, into the differential and into where the locker is, you just gotta kind of twist it, and it'll slide right into the space. Come on now. Often you find you'll have to squeeze a little bit on the axle housing just to get this up and over.
Okay. Shimmy it on.
And I think one of the problems is that because I'm on camera, I can't quite see it properly. So, staying out of the light. Maybe do I have to flip it upside down? There we go.
Nice.
There we are. And then I just got to find this again because I pulled the axle out. I do have the housing in place, but I have to get this on. It's because of the bearing. But you know what? Let me see if this still fits. It does,
Nice.
just like that.
Great.
Just took a little bit of convincing, that's all. Let's actually get that back one off as well. If that cross wrench, that should come off fairly easy.
We'll just do a quick little.
Yeah, you need to crack it.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. There you go.
Thank you, sir.
I'll hold the tire for you.
Sorry.
Yeah. What are you doing? There you go. So you grabbed the cross wrench so it was across both arms, so it had lots of pryability, yeah?
Yes. That's the best way to do it. Thank you.
Pryability.
Pry.
Okay, so I will take this driver right here. Pop this housing back into place. I'll make sure I have it lined up properly though. Not quite.
Almost.
There we are.
And then pry this thing off.
And gently put that screw into place. Not over tightening on the housing because I don't want to strip out the holes that are there. Are you having a hard time removing it?
Just trying to get her off there.
Hold on. Now, one of the things that about these hex adapters is some of them actually have a, well, that's very interesting. I noticed your back drive shaft isn't moving. Straight from the transmission. It looks like we're going to have to do a few more things to it. There. This is the reason why you couldn't get it out.
Okay.
Is because it has a little grub screw.
Ah.
And the reason that grub screw is there is so it doesn't come off and that drive pin fall out onto the ground. Yeah. So there you go.
Thank you.
Just back that off. A lot of people ask us where we get these blue drivers. These are team associated or factory team hex drivers. Again, your local hobby store may have them. You can find them on eBay and other websites as well.
May I borrow those small little pliers?
There you go.
Thank you, sir.
Oh yeah, now you got it. Now you know you can get in there. Perfect.
And I'll clean up that with the pliers as well.
This should, if you want to, watch your hand there, dear, because you keep covering up what you're doing. Just get this out of the way. Or if you're covering it up, explain what you're doing.
Gotcha.
Then everybody watching knows if they're following along.
Can I hold that for you?
I think this screw is going to drop if you want to grab that one right there.
Perfect.
There, thank you.
Screw caught.
Pop that end off. Yep.
Popping.
Not so easy, hey? Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. The reason why you're struggling right now is because these where the screws go in.
Yeah.
This is like a cast molded plastic axle. And so if it's got any kind of dirt or anything in there that's caught, it's a bit of a hard time to get off.
Oh, there we go.
Yep.
Nice. Pull again.
Ooh. So again, the same dirt, the same bearing. Oh, and that one seized right up. So obviously we've got to get a whole new set of bearings in here. That's no problem.
No problem.
Look at that. Barely able to move it. I've cracked it free. We're going to use a little bit of that degreaser from
Perfect.
Cow RC again. Getting all the ick off of it. Totally freed it up. Look at that.
That was yucky in C's before. Nice job.
Now I'm going to get a clean paper towel here so we can see what's going on. Thank you. This is completely rusted on both sides. I'm going to take a little bit of liquid wrench. I could be using Cow RC's Moo Slick, but I just don't have any. This one is a penetrating oil. It's going to get in there and start breaking down the rust.
Nice.
Look at that. Nice and smooth.
Yeah.
So if I actually opened this up, this is just a plastic seal. If I used a little hook, opened it up, I could go ahead and repack the bearing that's on the inside there, all the little ball bearings. Okay. So you're not always messed up if you have a seized bearing. That's a really good example of how you can bring it back to life. Just clean the grit out of it.
That's great. That's a
Okay.
good use of parts.
Yeah. We consume so much, very little. Very few of us, try to reuse what we have. Now, is that about right? I don't know. That feels like it needs to have some... Yeah, but you know what? When I turn this, I notice it's not turning on the inside. But that's all right. We'll get her fixed up, dear. That's what it's all about. Now, I imagine our son is going to wake up any moment.
We got about a half hour.
A half an hour, hey?
20 minutes, half hour.
All right.
That looks great.
That fit right into place. It's a little bit out, I've noticed.
Okay.
But if you
Manageable?
use... Yeah, I think it's just the cast of the aluminum. But you can get it into place. There we are.
There's the other one.
Very, very nice.
Yes.
Thank you. Get this threaded just on the inside. They look pretty now that they're replaced, eh?
Really, really pretty.
Yeah, they look perfect enough just to go out and get dirty all over again.
Isn't that the whole point?
Always prettying yourself up to get a little bit dirty.
Isn't that the whole point?
Yeah. Okay, let's get those drive pins from the hex adapters here. I don't need to tighten up the hex adapters because I do want to get in there and do some more maintenance to your axles.
Okay.
So let's just get the drive pins in place and put the adapter on.
I'll need the little needle nose pliers there, which I already have right over here.
There we are. Now, I notice it's not much of a snug fit right against this end housing. I want to see how yours is as well. Because this means we're going to get grass and, crap wrapped in there. Not a big deal, of course. We should be keeping them clean anyway.
Nice.
Yeah, okay, so I see there is a gap
Yeah.
there. So that's just the way it's been designed. Okay, so put that back on. Excuse my hands.
Betcha.
And the cross wrench. Now, one thing about sealed tires that I made a mistake on with yours, this is actually backwards. This one here, did we put a backwards tire on there? Looks like, no, that's right. How was that?
Oh, no, my bad.
That's
Yeah.
why. So the hex...
Yeah. I was like, why is that not fitting? Because I was looking for the gold on the back.
All the tread faces the same way.
That was my bad. Sometimes we learn as we go.
Oh, absolutely. That's what the hobby is all about. Learn as you go. Some people think it's very easy, and it depends on the degree. Are you struggling a little?
Yeah, I am a little.
Let me see there.
I really try to jam it on there.
No, and yeah, no worries. Bah.
Nice.
So we'll put it right here. Jem, I really like that
Yeah.
on PiNKY. Those look phenomenal. Well, let's check out what's going on.
Do I need to tighten it again? That's what I need to do.
It's fine. Yeah, I think this is sticking out a little bit. Yeah.
I'm just going to tighten that up
Grub
there.
screw is preventing. Yeah. There, perfect.
Nice.
And I'll just back that off when I do maintenance in a few days. There we go.
Okay.
So a nice wide
Is that
stance.
cross wrench, if I
Yep,
may?
cross wrench and
Thank you.
nut.
I already
Unless you
have
have one.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, you got a couple, I guess.
I got a couple of nuts.
Yeah. There we are.
Those look really nice. And bright.
Yeah, and strong most of all, right? It's a heck of an improvement over the plastic ones that we had. That was the main problem.
Nice.
There we go. Yay! So Pinky's got a little bit,
A little flashy.
little flash
like a nice
here.
piece of jewels.
So I still have to attach the steering hubs for you, but I want to order you some matching ones, of course. And I haven't been able to get these quite yet.
Okay.
That, and I'd also like to get you a front pink steering link instead of this old aluminum one.
I can't disagree with you on any of those points.
Yeah. This aluminum one was good a long time ago. Unfortunately, it was the first version of Level 3 RC's aluminum steering upgrade years and years ago that I got.
So they've done a lot of improvements since then.
I don't even know if he's still around. I think he is. But I know that I would rather get a tube bar system instead of just the flat aluminum.
Nice.
These used to be just too skinny, and you experienced what's happening with the old ones, right? They just twist and break.
Looks great.
So at least we're one step closer to Pinky being back up and on the road. Does that make you happy?
That does make me happy. She looks nice from behind and in the front.
Happy wife, happy life. Yes. Thank you, baby.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. So there's a little bit of couple time between JEM and I, and of course Pinky will shine her up. We'll get her going a little bit. Do you guys want to see more videos of us working on Pinky together? We got a few things that we can do on this. Yeah, if you
like
want.
doing it.
Yeah, go ahead. Leave it up in the comment section down below. And thanks for tuning in. See you next time.